Okay, so for my last video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about how it was for and is for me learning Czech. So I started learning Czech because my fiance is bilingual in English and Czech, and I wanted to learn to speak her other first language. If you guys are wondering why I didn't say second language, it's because in second language acquisition research, they refer to like people who grow up learning two languages simultaneously as having two first languages. If you know a first language for your childhood and then you end up learning a second one later, that's a second language. So anyway, I wanted to learn it because I thought it would be cute. I thought we could share some more really cool moments together if I could speak Czech with her. Her mom speaks Czech. She has family in Czech Republic who speaks Czech, like grandparents. And I figured, okay, well, I mean, if I'm going to end up marrying this girl, I might as well learn her language, her other language. So that has been a really powerful motivator. Let me tell you that the power of love, this is a tip, guys, the power of love is not to be underestimated when learning a language. If you really like a girl or a guy, I don't know who's watching this, and they speak a language that you want to learn, then like you have no idea how powerful that is, unless you do. But yeah, if you can, surround yourself with people like really close family, friends, even like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Don't date them just for their language. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if they know another language, it would be way easier for you to learn that than if you weren't dating that person. So I recommend that you leverage that. Even if you're not thinking about learning their other language, I recommend considering it because that's an opportunity that doesn't come along very often. Anyway, Czech is very different. Japanese was different for me too from Spanish because I've mostly stuck around Romance languages up until that point. But like Slavic languages, still a whole nother ballpark. For example, one of the sounds in Czech is one that does not appear in any other language in the world, and that is a combination between the r and zh, except they're both silent. So it's like, yeah, did you hear that? It's like, and it's a weird one. I had to look up like 5 videos on YouTube in order to learn that one, but anyway, I had to do the same thing with the r too. I actually had to learn that one on my own about 2 years ago, so if you guys feel discouraged about learning the r, the rolled R, for Spanish, you can use me as evidence that you can still do it. Even if you're like 40, it's still possible, so don't give up. Don't worry, it just requires a lot of practice. I'll be honest, learning the rolled R took me like a whole semester of just like shamelessly practicing it in my car until eventually I went from like r, 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 to r, 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 like 2, and then maybe 3, like r, r, and then eventually it just was like motorboat. Like, I was like, that took a while, but I'm saying it's possible. So anyway, learning Czech might mean learning new sounds, and it probably does. But I just want you guys to know that it's just like another tool in your tool belt. The more sounds you learn, the more grammar elements you learn, the more languages you dabble in, the easier the next one's gonna be. Because more likely than not, if you guys learn one language, the second one's going to be even easier, and the third one even easier. So that's why I highly recommend that you start with one that's easy, well, easier relatively, like Spanish, so that you don't get totally frustrated with one like Chinese. That one, it takes a special kind of person to learn Chinese as their second language, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's a little bit about my history learning languages. I recommend that you guys, if you have someone close to you in your life who speaks another language, maybe ask them to help you learn it. It could be fun. Who knows? Even if it's not Spanish, I don't judge. I mean, I might run a Spanish channel, but I'm not telling you guys to speak Spanish only. So, I'll see you guys in the next few videos. Coming up next, as far as uploads, I'm gonna be uploading probably a video on how to learn the present tense, maybe a video on just conversational phrases. But yeah, subscribe, comment below about anyone in your life who speaks another language, or just languages that you really want to learn. Let's have a talk. All right, I will see you guys in a few days.